In this video, we're going to look at the start of the revision exercises for Chapter 13, Algebra 5. And if you're doing this chapter, you should know how to factorize, solve, and sketch a quadratic. So we're asked to factorize x squared plus x minus 20. We let it equal 0, and we'll factorize, and we'll solve them and sketch every one of these. So numbers that multiply to give 20 and add to give 1 in the middle, or subtract. And we want plus 1x, so plus 5x minus 4x. These are my factors. Factors multiply to give 0. My roots, the long way of doing it is to let each bracket equal 0 to find out what x is. Simple enough, but the quick way to do it is just to, if there's a number in front of x1, we put this number over this number and we change this sign, and that works every time, nice and quick. So you should be able to see the roots once you have the factors, and then the y-intercept is the constant at the end. So we have two roots here. We have an x and y axis, so just to sketch it, it doesn't have to be to scale, but we have a root of 4 and minus 5, and it goes below the x-axis to cross over here at minus 20. This is the positive root 4, and this is the negative root minus 5. So get good at doing these for alls, and all of these questions, and it does ask us to solve it then. So that's quadratics, factorizing, solving, and sketching. So let's have a look at this one. Solve this equation. So you should identify multiply by 11 to get rid of that 11 on the bottom. So we're going to get x squared plus 9x minus 22. And 11 2s are 22. The only factors apart from 22 and 1, and you can see 11 and 2 will give 9. So you need to be aware of what you're doing in these questions. X by x gives x squared. 9 2s, will that work? And we need plus 11 and 2, not 9 and 2, 11 and 2, you're all shouting 11 and 2. So we want plus 9x, so plus 11x minus 2x are my factors. My roots are plus 2 and minus 11, and my y-intercept is minus 22. So sketching this one, we have a negative and positive root, and I'm not going to try and draw it with the scale. I'm just going to do a negative and positive root. This is a sketch, so it doesn't have to be accurate. You're just showing that you know what you're doing. And it crosses here at minus 22. Then we're asked to solve this one and give your answer to 2 decimal places. So this is just the quadratic formula, which you should be able to just type into your calculator using brackets for each letter that you replace, and then you go and change your answer, put in a plus to begin, and then change this to a minus on your calculator. So a, the number in front of x, always set this up and write down exactly what you're going to type in. B is equal to 5, the number here in the middle, and c is equal to minus 3. So minus, replace b with 5, put your plus, square root of, a bracket, squared, minus 4 times a times c, and all of this is over 2a. And then just be careful to replace the correct numbers, brackets with the correct numbers. 5, a is 1, and c is minus 3, and over 2a, 2 times 1. If you get an error, you might have a sign wrong in here somewhere. Just go back and check it's exactly the way it looks. And then when you press equals, you get your first solution, and then go back and change your answer to a minus in here and get your second solution, and it's to 2 decimal places. So I'm getting 0.54 and minus 2.54 for 1c. And if we were to sketch that, we again have a negative and a positive root. So we have a negative and a positive root. We will have to sketch them or graph them accurately at some stage. We have a y-intercept here of minus 3. The negative root is this one. The positive root is 0.54.